Just as a warning, as of the time of recording this, I am currently sick. So, after watching this video, you might want to wash your hands. But what that really means is I wasn't able to record for a couple of days because I just completely lost my voice. And so I decided to log onto this account and just try to complete a bunch of quests because it's mostly stuff that I'm not going to put in the video anyways, yet I still have to do it. So I dragged myself over to my computer, got my F key and left mouse button ready for a ton of spamming, and got to work on the Archon quests because my goal was getting to Inazuma. But first, I did just get the teapot quest out of the way because I know sometimes that can get in the way of other quests. And a lot of you guys always like to point out how valuable the teapot stuff is once you level it up. So we took care of that. And then it was on to the Dainsleif quest. I didn't really want to have to go through this one again, but you know what? I was committed. I was like, this is the time we're gonna do it. Except we weren't, because a character was involved in a different quest. So I then had to go and start the Dark Knight Hero. But of course, before I could finish the Dark Knight Hero, it was then locked behind the Dainsleif quest. So I had to switch back to the Dainsleif quest. And no, the toggling focus quest thing doesn't work for these. I was looking for it and it's not there. So I had to keep swapping between these two until I was able to finish both of them. Oh, and the Genshin Impact servers decided to go down for maintenance, which I didn't know was happening. So that it didn't help either. Then we needed to finish the Razor quest because a different quest used the Andreas fight, and before you went there, they wanted you to finish this one. So we helped out Razor and his pack, which then allowed us to do the next part of Dainsleif's quest. And I mean, who doesn't love fighting the Abyss Herald 3 times in the same quest line? But after a brief family reunion, it was off to Liyue once again. We had to glide over to the Stone Forest, I believe it's called, finagle our way onto Beto's ship, then be forced into a fighting competition against our will. But in the end, I was able to get over to Inazuma, and I even went one step above and got off the first island. But before we jump back to the present, do you have a favorite character from a game or anime? Or maybe just a specific picture that you love? Well, with Spectre Labs, you can turn that into a very high quality desk mat for your setup. Over the last couple of months, I've been using desk mats only from Spectre Labs, and I know this is a sponsorship, but they honestly have held up fantastically. One of my favorite parts is still the stitching along the edges. Since the image continues over the stitching, it makes it look just as high quality as it feels. Spectre's desk mats are nice and soft to the touch, but also don't hinder any mouse movements. And of course, with the rubber backing, this thing won't be sliding around whatsoever. The images also come out looking super sharp, and that's one of the perks of what Spectre Labs does. You see, when you go to get a desk mat for yourself, you can choose from different sizes and thicknesses. Then you can upload the image that you want, crop it, rotate it, and position it accordingly. Spectre Labs also has a dedicated art team consisting of professional designers and digital artists who specialize in retouching images and upscaling them without the loss of quality. They process all incoming images, ensuring the best result upon printing. If you want a custom collage, composition, or image extension to include more details without cropping, you can also reach out to Spectre Labs support and let them know what you're hoping to create. They will then accommodate your request at no additional cost. With the holidays coming up, this could also be a great gift for a friend or family member, since you could put pictures of things that they like or even pictures you've taken with them. So starting today and lasting until the end of the holiday season, you can use code JavaTheCup to get 20% off all purchases. You won't want to miss out on this. So now in terms of the main Archon quest, the next step that we have to do is help the 3 people who lost their visions, but I've actually already done 2 of them. And that means we only have the last one left. But of course, this is a new banner. And hear me out. We kind of can't miss. We either get a brand new 4-star that I have no idea what he does. We get Sucrose, one of the best best 4-star Animo character. And then Barbara is a dupe, which would mean we would get to spend some of our Acquaint Fates finally. And also, our last 2 4-stars were characters, which means this one might be a weapon. Either way, let's start the pulling until we get any 4-star. This account doesn't seem to know the definition of early pity. It's like, it doesn't really matter because it means we get more refinements for the 3-star weapons. But if I have to keep pulling because of dupes or weapons, then it might start to matter. This, okay, 9 pity. It wasn't 10, so technically it's early. And it's a Sucrose. I was silently hoping for a Roran simply because he's a new character. And he, wait. Does he have some sort of like cool overworld traversal stuff? I have to go find out. Okay, sir. I don't need to read anything. Oh, your bow. How did I not even know that? What? Wait, is that like... Is this auto aim? Okay, maybe I do need to read his skills. I mean, I really don't because I don't have them. I'm just curious. Wait. I can do this. And jump. Wait, how do I do this? Oh. You can float while aiming? What? Huh? Why can he do that? Why can no one else do that? Okay, E. What's the E? Huh? I'm sorry, it's just most of the Natlan characters, you use their E, and then somehow they move around the world very differently. He just sent out an orb. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Huh? Yeah, I don't really know what the E does yet, because I did not read it, but he could just do that, and he could just keep doing it. There's not even a cooldown on that. He just keeps leaping. It's just like better than Kazu for overworld stuff. I suppose you can't use it in the air, so maybe it's not really better. Oh, but that makes so much sense for his kit because you could just boop and then aim. Oh, that's kind of nice. Okay, I don't know what this is. It looks kind of cool, and it has a pretty short cooldown. Now, of course, none of this matters because we didn't get this character, but I just needed to test him out. Once again, I don't think I'm gonna start building sucrose right now, but she will definitely come into play later. I must admit, however, that I did kind of start building Candace, but hear me out. The reason being is, I mean, we're gonna use Chevers at some point, I'm assuming. She's kind of just busted for overload. Though there were a lot of comments pointing out how if I incorporated Candace's burst into my rotation, then Gaming would be able to get some free hydro application in between hits of his plunging attack, meaning more vaporize. I mean, the downside to it is Candace's uptime on her burst is not that great, but I have been testing it out just to see if I'd rather go that path. A couple episodes back, I could be wrong, but I feel like I actually did say something along the lines of, I almost hope we don't get a sucrose, that way we have an excuse to use Lynette as our main swirl unit. I just remembered that, and well, look who we got today. I am debating when the best time to ascend the world is, because at this point, I can still ascend all of our characters, and I could also still ascend weapons and also level up talents. Leveling up the world obviously means better drops, which would make that process faster. But if it takes me twice as long to kill everything, then it's not really any faster. All right, you know what? This is going to be a bad idea. But I just checked because I was feeling like in the last video I ended it by saying that the next time we have a video, we're going to ascend the world. And I was correct in that. So this is going to make bosses way harder. However, they have a chance of dropping more drops more often. So if it's more resin efficient, then this is what I should do. This genuinely has the chance of being the first time I ever struggle in one of these world ascension quests. Because I feel like on this account, I have struggled the most of any to kind of level everything up. But I think that's just because of the massive amount of characters that we got, even with the limitations that I set. But it is also kind of my fault for trying to build so many of them, trying and failing to build so many of them. Although I did forget that they changed all of this world ascension stuff, so now I don't know if it is possible to struggle in these. I missed my opportunity to ever struggle. Honestly, that is fine because there are so many other parts of the game that I will definitely struggle with. And there we go. So we went straight from level 35 to level 38. And actually, we're pretty close to 39. Gosh, I don't know if my voice sounds weird to you guys, but I hate it right now. Can I go back to being healthy? Look, I don't want to hear it. Okay, it's fine if you say it. I kind of deserve it. I am so indecisive when it comes to what characters I should be building. I just spend quite a long time looking through all of our characters, trying to think of like what characters would be fun in a team versus what would actually be decent in a team, what characters I'm going to use long-term, might not use as much, which reactions would be the easiest for us to trigger but are also the strongest. And then, of course, they also buffed some of the Electro-related reactions plus Shatter in this version. So there was a lot that I went through. And, well, you could probably guess we're trying to build Sucrose. Now, obviously, Sucrose is a fantastic 4-star character, but as we are getting close to AR 45, which is when we will allow ourselves to actually farm artifacts, or at least just get a couple. And honestly, we could get a few before then. But basically what I'm trying to say is if we just get 4 viridescent pieces, they're not going to be great, but we could slap those on Sucrose and then she's kind of set for a while. Obviously, we would want EM and ER on all those pieces ideally, but it isn't necessary to have that right away. So that's a character that we could build quite easily and would increase our damage quite a lot. And the best part is her talents don't really matter, which means she'll be even easier to build. It's basically just her level for the EM and then whatever weapon she's going to be using. So here's our first clear of the Animo Hypostasis with 2 drops. And I'm going to assume, hopefully, that we're at the point where we are guaranteed to get 2 drops every time. And I'm sure you guys are gonna yell at me for doing this, but here we go. Sucrose ascending for the first time. Leveling her up to 40 and ascending for the second time. Then we level her up to 50. Now I just fight the boss 2 more times and we ascend her again. These fights definitely do take a little bit of time, but on the bright side, at least this is a very easy fight. And we do indeed get 2 more drops. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing that if we fight that boss 1 more time, Sucrose is already caught up to the rest of the team. Though to be fair, like we said, we don't really have to worry about talents, so that saves a lot of time. And resin, that's like the more important one. Someone needs to get control of my mind because I certainly can't. I'm over here just fighting this boss, you know? As you do. What does my brain start thinking? Yo, what if I build DPS Barber? No, stop it. I'm barely even building a DPS Gaming. How the heck do I expect myself to make a DPS Barber work right now? There are the boss drops that we need. And here is Sucrose's 3rd ascension. And there, she's level 60. So all 4 of these characters are at the same ascension and same level. That means we then move to the weapon. So your weapon, 3rd ascension. Yours... Oh boy, thank goodness it is Sunday. I actually forgot what today was. Oh, this is a new level of this domain, isn't it? Because I don't think that we had Samatrils in here last time we were farming. It might actually be a good idea to just go get any viridescent pieces. We'll get the free ones for Ascending Sucrose, but it's not enough for a 4 set, which is what we want. Wow, that was actually easy. It said 1:12 minutes to beat it, but it felt so much faster. This team actually kind of cooked in here. So, Kaya, Harbinger of Dawn, ascended. I did already go through and make sure that all weapons are refined as far as we can bring them so we can just keep auto-enhancing. And immediately, 2nd ascension, level that straight up. And now all I need are some dead leyline leaves, which I actually could craft, but I'll go farm them. I'll go be a good Genshin player. Yeah, as if I could do that. I'm sorry. I think being a good Genshin player is something that is far out of my grasp. I must still be pretty sick if I thought that I could do that. The only downside to this team is we are going to need a lot of energy recharge on everyone. And for the time being, Sucrose is on a nice 4 set of the instructor just to feed the rest of the team some more EM. Now we can come back and ascend Harbinger of Dawn again. And I mean, I might as well just bring it up to level 60. All that free crit is going to be so nice. So now that is 2 characters with a weapon ascended to the 3rd level. Barbara also at 3rd, and Sucrose is not leveled. Unfortunately, this I think is her best weapon. Like, Favonius is okay, but she's not gonna crit, so it won't matter. The only EM weapons we have are Magicite or Emerald Orb, but Emerald Orb is more attack-based, whereas Magicite gives us more EM and then just increased damage. So I do believe that this is the better weapon of what... Oh, wait, but I could probably craft something. Okay, wait, before I level that. Well, here's something interesting. After looking around at the different craftable weapons, I then went online to just see, like, okay, what is Sucrose's best weapon? Obviously, it's Sacrificial Fragments, but then what comes next? And a lot of sources seem to say Thrilling Tales. Now, we do already have Thrilling Tales in the team, but I'm not opposed to swapping this onto Sucrose, then changing Barbara's weapon over to, I don't know, Prototype Amber, because that means more heals from Barbara, but also it's easier for my brain to use Sucrose last before going back to the damage dealer. Like, we do all the setup, we swirl it, and then we start doing damage. And if that is what we're gonna do, I just have to ascend this 1 more time. Also, we can go ahead and claim both of these free viridescent pieces. I don't know if I want to put them on yet because I do like the 4-piece instructor for the time being. Also, I definitely didn't think that this was viridescent when I put it on her. I promise I didn't. Okay, maybe I did. Does it really matter that much? Now look, I really did like the Cole team that we were building. My issue with it is that Cole's uptime on Dendro stuff is not very high. So I found that a lot of the time I would just have no elemental reactions taking place because we can't really get good artifacts yet. So in terms of low investment characters, I just think that this team's probably a better option. Though honestly, I feel like every episode I'm saying that and then I'm changing the team again. So hopefully this is the last time that I do that. But there we go. The level of all these characters are the same. Level of the weapons are now all the same. Talents are kind of individual to the different characters based on what we need from them. And I feel like these 2 are the more important ones right now, and they're kind of where I want them to be. Well, at least when you consider that level 4 is the max for this. Oh, and by the way, yes, I did see the comments on the last video telling me that the comments on the previous video that I listened to were wrong. So I don't know who to trust anymore. Normal attack leveling, not good. Don't do that. I don't know why I listen to you guys. But then I guess I'm also listening to you guys by not leveling it because you told me not to listen to the people that were telling me to level it. So I guess the moral of the story is trust no one. Oh, wait, what? Huh? Hold on. Why are the enemies in only this domain a higher level than me? What happened here? And of course, they have to be immune to Pyro. It seems that our best damage in here comes from us applying Hydro Cryo and then hitting them with a Claymore user. Outside of that, we kind of do nothing. But we shouldn't have to farm this too many times. I'm hoping just one is enough. Okay, what's next? More slimes. Show me some juicy drops. We get 4 and 4. I think that's enough. Talons. Burst. Oh yeah, we're good. Sundays in this game are just so nice because you can farm whatever you want. Imagine if they made it where you could farm whatever you want every single day. Just like in this game from a different developer called Star Rail. Oh wait, no, that's Hoyoverse too. But then, well, in this one game called Zenless Zone Zero, you're able to... Oh wait, no, that's them too. Wow, it's so weird. I wonder why they don't do it in this game. Anyways, Gaming's talents are all level 4. Kaya, I don't really need the normal attack. I mean, he's on Harbinger of Dawn, so he should not be staying on field. Barbara's don't... I mean, it don't really matter. I could level them right now if I wanted to, but I'm not too fussed about it. And then these, it does. I mean, look, I could do it, but damage is not really what we need her for. I was then going to go back to the start of the list and begin ascending characters, but I actually don't want to do that. Since it is Sunday, it's better to farm the things that will not be available every day of the week. And that means first up is going to be the Pain Slasher. One thing that I didn't know, I think it was in this update, they sped up the crafting. Like you click craft, watch this, craft, done. It is now at the same speed as if you were to just exit out of the menu as it's crafting, which is so nice. And now I can't wait until they let us craft on the go. Portable crafter when? Oh, I forgot. One of the best reasons for getting sucrose is that you get 10% chance to double products while crafting. That alone makes her a massive pickup for this account. But also, I now have everything needed to ascend the Pain Slasher again. I guess I will level it. I'm gonna have to start crafting some more stuff with the blacksmiths. Ooh, and weapons. Okay, so that's the furthest we can bring weapons until AR-40, which is not that far away. Next weapon on the list is once again Harbinger of Dawn. Look at, oh my gosh, this is crazy. We're like actually doing damage. For once, Gaming doesn't have to do absolutely everything by himself. Oh, it makes so much sense. I cracked the code. The reason why Hoyoverse created a character in Star Rail named Sunday out of all the days of the week is because that is the day that all Genshin players like the most since everything is open. So by calling a character Sunday, they're trying to entice the Genshin fan base to play Star Rail to make that game more popular since, I mean, Genshin is their most popular game. I am a genius. Can't sneak that one past me, Hoyoverse. I'm onto you. Just like I am onto the 4th ascension of the Harbinger of Dawn. And onto the poverty list of weapon ascension materials. Oh, but you see, there's kind of some weapon XP materials in this event. I don't know what it consists of, but I assume it's not too long. Excuse me. No, I need all this. Okay. Who do I want to come home in the near future? Xingqiu would be pretty cool, so I'll give you those. The more I get rid of the things that I will need for Xingqiu, the more likely he is to come home. That is just how the universe works. But because I want him to come home, that cancels that out because he's less likely to come home. I may have not thought that through all the way. All right, let's see what we do in this event. We use this, I'm assuming. Yes, we do we? This is the, oh, I get it. That's animal POV. It's like hide and seek, but we're cheating. Wait, excuse me. Was it? This is part of the quest, right? This was not always here. It's kind of ironic how I was just talking about wanting to get a Xingqiu, and technically, there's a Xingqiu here. Oh, wait. No, don't give me that back. That means now I'm negative in terms of luck of getting Xingqiu because he just gave back the stuff that I sacrificed to hopefully raise my odds of getting him. Oh, okay. No, I was really hoping that wouldn't happen. Okay, it's fine. I just gotta spam through some dialogue. Oh, well, that one's not bad. Oh, but they tell... I was over here. I was right there. Now I'm over here. I have to admit, I actually kind of like these things as decorations for the teapot. Most of the time, I don't really care about the stuff they give us for the teapot, but those I do like. So that event is done for the time being. And is that enough to max out this weapon? Yes, it is. That already brings us back to upgrading the prototype Amber. I went out and farmed more of the Sisson mages. Now we just need to craft 3 of the purple balls, 3 of the purple bags, and 9 of the green arrows. Then we can ascend the prototype Amber to the next level. Of course, we can't level it. And I can go ahead and farm for this stuff to level the Thrilling Tales, but leveling Thrilling Tales, especially on Sucrose, doesn't give her anything except for more HP. And that's not a bad thing, but it's not really a priority. I actually could craft both of these. I would just have to farm this, which is not bad at all. And you know what? It is Sunday, so we might as well do it. Well, whether we need it or not, we are going to ascend the Thrilling Tales. Because honestly, it would bother me if I didn't. So the next order of business is going to be actually ascending these characters again. Now, as happy as I am with the progress we're making in this video, all the recording that I did yesterday took its toll on my voice. I really did not expect that to happen. But by the end of the day, I could barely talk, and even today, my voice is like just barely holding on. So I apologize if this is a little shorter than normal. In the meantime though, I probably will keep trying to do quests on here just without talking, and I can recap what I was able to do at the start of the next episode. Also, don't forget to go check out Spectre Labs using the link in the description to get 20% off all of your desk mat orders this holiday season. With that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy, and as always, I will see you all next time.